What's going on, guys? It's your boy Scrub here, back again with another video. Hope you guys are having a great day. I know I am. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a story time for y'all about a popular girl getting rejected in front of the entire school in an assembly. Yeah, this is a subscriber story that was sent in. I brought back the Lego Star Wars gameplay. Last time I used it, y'all demanded that I bring it back, so by popular demand, here it is. And yeah, before we get into it, be sure to press the like button. Otherwise, no joke, no scam. You're gonna get rejected in front of the entire school as well, and that's just not a very swag situation. And let's go. You would think that it's illegal. I'm getting quiet now. Laying low when you reach, so I'm wiping down. Making out, stack the bread, cause you love the sound, just so I'm Alright, so this subscriber was a little bit inspired by the Minecraft god that rejected that one girl that I told the story about earlier this year, and decided to send in his own story of his own experience dealing with this popular girl that, thought that she was gonna, pull a good old I'ma embarrass you on him, but he got the good switcheroo Uno reverse card 720 Dunkaroo postered on her. So this all started right when prom was coming up. When this person was a junior in high school, obviously prom is a pretty big deal to like juniors and seniors at high schools, or at least some of them. I personally didn't really care that much about them, but I know a lot of people take those school dances very, very seriously. It's a life or death situation. You would think that they were children on Dance Moms with like how seriously they take this crap. Anyways, with all that coming up, the school kind of got to jumping about who was gonna ask who and where was gonna go where, and what couples were going together and how everyone was gonna ask everybody. For some reason, I feel like when you're in high school, asking somebody to prom is like a bigger deal than asking somebody to marry you. I swear, dude. It's like you need to sign 47 hours notice. You need to have a documentary crew there so that way they never forget it. It's like, bro, we're all teenagers going to a school dance. It's not that serious. And in the midst of all this conversation, there was this popular girl that we're gonna name Misty for the rest of this video, just because I was watching Pokemon earlier. And Misty was obviously one of the most popular girls in school. She wasn't a cheerleader or anything, but she was like class president. And usually, the class president's like a nice person. This girl must have just bullied her way in because, from what the subscriber tells me, she was just not very nice or friendly to anyone. Except for other popular kids, you know what I mean? But other than that, she like got off on making fun of people. And so everybody's talking about dates, and this Misty girl makes a joke about how she's gonna ask the weird kid Josh to prom, and everybody starts kind of laughing at it. Now, what she didn't realize is that Josh, the quote-unquote weird kid that she was gonna ask to prom, was within earshot of this conversation, but she just didn't realize that he was there. And she starts telling all these popular kids about how, like, okay, in reality, she's gonna go with this other guy, but she's gonna ask Josh in front of everybody and put him on the spot, and then get him all hyped up, and then like a couple days later just reject him. Which is so unnecessarily mean, bro. Like, it's not even like she's gonna reject him at the assembly in front of everybody when she asks him. She was gonna let him stay hyped for a bit and then just crush his heart after, so it would have just been the most heartless thing ever. She wanted the good PR of asking the kid who, wasn't very popular to prom, but then didn't actually want to go through with it, in which case, just don't ask him. Like, he's a person. He's not just this chihuahua that you can be like, I'm gonna take you to prom, psych. And even then, it's like the bragging about it, which is messed up. It's not like she asked him and then changed her mind. That's messed up, but that's okay. Nah, when you're planning the entire time to not go with them at all, then you shouldn't ask. It's not a situation where she just changed her mind. But whatever, Josh is obviously just gonna act not privy to the information. He made a choice to not go confront her. That was a possibility. He could have done that. But why just go tell her you don't want to get embarrassed when you can embarrass her back? Revenge is a dish best served lukewarm. I'm not really sure. I've never really had it. And it's not even necessarily revenge. It's not like he's been sitting there plotting on this girl for weeks. He's just like, you're about to embarrass me. Joke's on you. I'ma embarrass you back. It literally is just the Uno reverse card. Anyways, Josh just kind of is minding his own business. And Josh was the type of guy who wasn't incredibly popular. He didn't really talk to a lot of people. That's because he had switched schools a couple times. So obviously he was used to people kind of not liking him for some reason. I don't know if this is just me. I always thought new kids were really cool because they were from a place that was not there, personally. But hey, apparently some people out there are just like, aha, new kid, better shove him in a trash can and give him a wedgie. I don't know, bro. I was never like a wedgie given type of person, but for some reason, apparently people just beefing with the new kids. So anyways, the school's alit about prom, and Josh is kind of chilling, doing his thing after that incident where he overheard it, just trying to forget about it. And when he's sitting just vibing, doing his thing in one of his classes, one of Misty's friends walks up to him and is just like, hey Josh, what's up? And he had never talked to this person before, so it was kind of a bizarre situation for her to just walk up out of nowhere and start being like, hey man, what's poppin'? This is not a Jack Harlow song, you know what I mean? There's no reason for this lady to be asking what's poppin' to him. So whatever, he's like, hi, what's up? Are you going with anyone to prom? No, I'm not. And that's when Misty's friend is like, okay, well, you know Misty, right? And he goes, Misty, like the most popular girl in school, Misty? And obviously her friend's like, yeah. Well, she wants to go with you to prom, and, you know, we just wanted to make sure that you didn't have a date, and if she asked you that you would be able to go. So if she asked you, would you say yes? And he's kind of like confused. So he looks at her and, you know, kind of gives him a chance. He's like, she wants to go to prom with me. Like she asked you to come ask me to go to prom with her. And the friend is like, yeah, of course, everybody thinks that you're like one of the coolest kids in school, so of course she'd want to go with you. She's just straight up lying to this dude right now. You know what I mean? Like, straight up lying to him. But whatever, Josh doesn't really want to let her in on it, so he's like, okay, sure, fine, yeah, I would love to go with her. And she's like, awesome, great, well, you know, I don't want to spoil too much, but like, don't get another date, okay? Don't get another date. And that's really messed up, bro. Like, if you're gonna prank this kid by asking him to prom in front of everybody, whatever, like that's already messed up. But going out of your way to tell him not to get another date while like you guys are just going to mess with him is silly, bro. What if some girl walked up to him right now, or he walked up to a girl that he was planning to ask to prom, and now all those plans are just kiboshed because y'all wanted to be funny and just mess with some poor kid in the middle of an assembly and embarrass him? Not very chill. 0% swag. Alright guys, I'm actually gonna interrupt the video for just 1 second. On screen now is actually an Xbox gift card. I give away a gift card in every video I post here on this channel as a way to just say thank you to everyone who's subscribed with notifications on. So if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you never miss another video. And if you are already subscribed with notifications, then a big thank you to you. And also use code Scrubby at the G Fuel checkout for a discount. It's a pretty cool thing to do. But yeah, thank you guys very much, and let's get back to the video. Anyways, the day of this like assembly comes, and sure enough, they all get rounded in there. I don't know why. I guess at some schools assemblies are like mandatory or whatever, but in my experience at my school, I just got to leave an hour early if I didn't want to go, which was pretty sick. I realize I'm lucky now. Anyways, I guess this guy had to go to the assembly, so he gets in there, they're doing the thing, and obviously about halfway through the assembly, they start talking about prom. That's like basically one of the reasons that they were even here. Are you guys ready for prom? Yeah. Well, our very own Misty has something that she wants to do to get prom started off right. You know how they do that, just something about the fakeness of a school assembly just makes me more uncomfortable than basically anything. Like, everyone just pretending that we care about the school, you know, let's be honest, nobody actually does. Whatever, Misty comes up and she's like, all right guys, so school pride is very important, so I figured I would start it off here by asking one of our very own students to prom. All right guys, yeah. And like nobody applauds because nobody actually cares. And so she's like, Josh, and then she says his last name, come on down, come on down. So he goes on down, bro. He's now on the floor in front of everybody. It's not a very fun situation. All of her friends are sitting there. The friend that had asked him not to get his date is sitting there smiling at him, and she gives him a thumbs up, bro. They're just doing this man dirty, trying to set him up so hard. And she's like, so in the spirit of kicking prom off right, Josh, will you go to prom with me? And you know that it's a bad situation when the auditorium starts laughing. They didn't even like, you know, go like, aw, or even nothing. They just started laughing because they couldn't believe what they were seeing, and they obviously thought they were about to witness some funny stuff go down. And that's when Josh shocks the world, and he goes, no. And Misty was so confident that she was going to say yes that she was already like, all right, guys, go get your dates, and then she had to stop herself. Like, she was mid, all right, guys, as you can see, I got my date, so you go get yours, before she even processed the fact that this dude had said no. And the look that she gave him, in the way he sent it to me at least, was just pure. If she was like an X-Men, all right, you know, pure hatred, she would shoot lasers out of her eyes. Like, you know, the guy who has Cyclops that has to wear the sunglasses at all times? She's that upset. And while holding the microphone goes, what? And Josh just goes, no, I honestly don't really want to go to prom. And if I was gonna go, I wouldn't want to go with somebody like you. And obviously when he gets the somebody like you line, everybody's like, oh, because, hey, man, it's one thing to get rejected, but it's another thing for somebody to be like, I'd rather not go, and even if I did, I would definitely not be caught dead going with you. And at that point, Misty is kind of just sitting there stupefied, bro, as if she's a character in a Harry Potter movie who just got hit with that one spell. I think it is stupefy. Anyways, she just kind of is like, well, you know, I didn't want to go with you anyways, which is always the classic response, dude. They always start being like, well, I didn't want to anyways. But at that point, Josh was kind of like, well, then why did you just ask me? And everybody started laughing at that too, because he kind of got her, like, what do you mean you didn't want to go with me? You just asked me. And at that point, he had kind of put Misty in this situation where she was screwed. She either had to come out and admit that she was like trying to trick this kid into, you know, looking good by asking him and then not going with him to prom, which really wouldn't have been a good look and probably would have gotten her in trouble with like the principals and the teachers, because that's basically bullying. Or she just has to take the rejection and deal with it, bro. So anyways, she ends up just kind of just eating it because she realizes that she's gonna get in trouble if she says anything. And she's like, okay, well, that was awkward. And then Josh went and sat down. And for the rest of the assembly, everybody was like high-fiving him, patting him on the back, letting him know that it was awesome. And even after that, you know, he was a newer kid, but after that, a lot more people thought he was really cool. I guess this Misty girl was kind of known for just messing with people and being mean, so seeing her get her comeuppance in front of everybody was just a situation that a lot of people were on board with, you know, it was hype time. Anyways, guys, I think that's gonna do it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, I would really appreciate you pressing that like button. Seriously though, okay? Please, like right now, 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you for liking it. And while you're down there, you might as well comment the word Star Wars down below if you guys want more Star Wars Lego gameplay. That's what we'll go with. And yeah, other than that, use code Scrubby at the G Fuel checkout for a discount. If you like the intro song, you can find a link to it in the description down below, along with a link to the merch store and my podcast, The Scuffed Cast. Yeah, that's right, I do have a podcast. It's pretty cool. Feel free to check it out. And yeah, on that note, I'm pretty sure that's everything I gotta plug. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot. And hopefully I will see you guys all next time with another video. I won't end the gameplay until I get True Jedi, just because I feel like that would be very unfair to everyone that's been watching. So yeah, on that note, don't get anyone pregnant. If you do, make sure they're hot again, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.